It's day 3 foal training, and hopefully we can get the halter on this one without a fight. Yesterday was a bit of a struggle. I'm just gonna go ahead and approach him slowly and see if I can just keep him still and remind him of what we worked on yesterday. Obviously, everything's still pretty new for him, but every day should be getting better and better. And hopefully soon we don't have to rope him at all to catch him. He can just relax with us, being up close to him and remember what we were working on the other days and things like that. So we're just gonna slowly see if we can catch him with the halter today without roping him. I don't want him to think that every time that I go to catch him, he has to run away and make a big deal out of it and everything. I want him to try to think about staying still and relaxing. So this is very similar to yesterday. There we go, that's really good. So when he's moving away like that, obviously he's just being silly and he's being a little disrespectful, but we're going to work on that as soon as we get the halter on him. Now I'm going to just try to keep him in this corner and try to just, if he's going to turn away and stuff, I want him to just stay in this corner. I don't want him to be moving to the other parts of the pen or anything like that. Just to kind of remind him that I don't want him to move away. Okay, now you got to be careful with them, especially if they turn in their butt towards you like that. I don't think he wants to kick me, so that's why I'm not too worried. But you do have to be careful. So I'm going to approach and retreat. Approach him and retreat. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and rope him just to speed things up because it's going to take forever if I don't rope him. He's going to just keep being bad and disrespectful, etc., etc. So see if I can just get this around his neck. And just like yesterday, I'm going to remind him to face me. Now, it seems like he's realized he's caught and he's automatically chilled out, okay? So that's pretty nice. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and halter him up. But the thing is, guys, with horses like this that are just hard to catch and they're being disrespectful the whole time and they're endangering me, I'm not going to spend all day trying to halter them because they will not let you get up and halter them until you teach them to be respectful of you and your personal space. So there's no hope for me in this pen trying to catch him. It would take me 6 hours to get the halter on him. What we'll do is we'll teach him to be respectful and then we'll come back to the haltering when he's more respectful. Okay, so guys, today's going to be a bit more intense for both the foals because it's not day 1, it's not day 2, it's day 3. They already know a lot of these things that we're about to teach them. They shouldn't be, it's not like day 1 where they're just learning. This is already exercises that they should have learned. We're just reviewing them. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to go through the exercises and then we'll move on to new things. It's interesting to see always which side is he going to be more reactive to. There's not always a side that they're reactive on, but there sometimes is a side they're more reactive on. Good boy. Even stroking him here, he's being really reactive too. So when they're full of energy and they've just sat around all day and done nothing, that's when it gets hard to work with them. Okay, so we're going to move on to doing the lunging, just like we did yesterday. So I'm going to point up high and tap him, tap him, tap him. There we go. There's a little bit of forward movement. There we go. There we go. That's good. Now we'll shut him down. Good boy. Let him relax. Think about it. That was good. There we go. A little bit faster, please. There we go. That's nice. There we go. And then stop him. Perfect. Let him think about it. Let him relax. That's really good. It's amazing how little yearlings like him and little foals can learn these exercises. And every horse in foal is different. They all have different learning speeds and different learning capacities. So you have to be careful not to push them too much, not to push them too far to the point where they get too exhausted or tired or overwhelmed. But the way he's acting right now shows me he's not overwhelmed. He's just learning, he's picking things up, and he's doing really well. I'm going to stop him over here. That's good. So now we're going to work on a new exercise, which is where we're going to send him between me and the fence. And the reason I want to do this is because it's going to give me a bit more control of him, and I can start to send him through obstacles and things like that. So I'm going to point and stop him there. Okay? Now I'm going to point this way and stop him there. Okay, point again. Good boy. So obviously didn't teach him to back up yet, but that will be the next thing we teach him. There we go. Hind end away. Good. This way. There we go. Hind end away. Good job. Pet him and tell him he did a great job. All right, so the next thing I want to teach him is a quick method for backing up, because it's going to come in handy. I can already see it. So I'm going to wave the rope back and forth, wave it back and forth harder. I'm going to wave the stick back and forth, begin to make contact with him, and wait till he moves a step back. Let's see here. Okay, whacking on him, whacking on him. He's coming forward. He doesn't know what to do. It's okay. Just keep waiting for him to back up, okay? He's coming forward instead of going back. Okay, that's all right. Tap, tap, there we go. So that was the first time he backed away, and I immediately released the pressure. So yes, it was a bit of a mess, but then as soon as he did the right thing, all the mess went away, and I calmed down and let him think about it. So that's really good. So now I can actually use the exercise where I send him to send him to the right, to a better spot to back him up. Wave it back and forth, a little bit more, a little bit more. Then I'm going to bring this in and then come forward, tap him. There, a few little tiny steps back. That's all I need. Now I'm going to start again. Wiggling the rope, wiggling it harder. There's a little bit of a step back. There we go, that was good. And then touch him on the face, remind him that the stick doesn't always hurt him. So there, just having this rope there is already a lot for him. He's already kicking out at it and things. But I want him to learn that it's okay for this to be touched. And the safest way for me to do that is to get this rope around his leg so it's a little bit extended. Okay, this is good. Good boy. This is helping him to get ready to be hoof trimmed and things like that. A lot of horses never learn to stand on 3 legs, and that's why there's such a problem when you come to farrier them or cut their hooves. No one ever teaches them to stand on 3 legs or to have their legs restrained by something. So waiting till he relaxes it and then letting it go. So that's a great little quick introduction to feet handling. Getting him used to how it feels. Good boy. It's pretty new for him. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing, struggling a little bit. This is pretty new for him. Okay, so I'll hold on to his foot and just wait for him to relax it. And when he relaxes it, I'll let it go. It's like a bit of a game. There we go. Good boy. Again, the same thing again. Picking it up, hold on to it, waiting for him to relax it. As soon as he does, I'll let it go. That's very good. And as soon as he relaxes it, I'll let it go. So that's very good beginning to getting him tamer with his hooves. And just spending time kind of loving on them and hugging them and things is really important to make sure they're nice and relaxed with you being around them. Because especially horses that have been handled like him, that have been handled incorrectly, it's going to take some time for him to build confidence in people again, for him to build confidence that we're not going to just hurt him the whole time. So this is part of the reason he's so hard to catch, is because all his life, all that people have done is they've herded him from pen to pen, or they've, hissed at him or shaken bags towards him. So all of his fear is very well based. He has a reason for all of his fear. So that's pretty good for day 3, guys. He was a little bit harder to catch than I would have liked, but we'll see how it goes tomorrow, and hopefully we don't have to rope him tomorrow.